Okay, alright, I'm done. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. About that, I'm not covering them two, right? But no, the chat's right there, okay. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each other's expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is this language? Natsuki said to herself. Yuri says, what? Did you say something? Yuri asked Natsuki. Natsuki says nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Natsuki says, you could say it fancy. It's kind of fancy, your poem, right? Yuri says thanks. Yuri says Natsuki's poem is cute. Natsuki with a questionably cute words, she says. They get into an argument. Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? Natsuki says. It's clearly the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Natsuki says to Yuri. I know, Yuri says. It just meant the language, I guess. Yuri says. I was just trying to say something nice. Well, yeah, that's right. You say, you know it's bad, but you want to try to say something nice. That's what you are right now, Yuri. Eh? Natsuki says. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Natsuki said very, yeah, offended that not Yuri would say that very openly like that. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Yuri, Natsuki says. Yuri says that she has a couple of suggestions for her. Natsuki does her pose, not for famous whatever it is. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone actually liked it. Natsuki says to Yuri, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, Natsuki says. And I liked it too. But she says I liked it too. So based on that, she says that she'll give some suggestions of her own. First of all, she says, and then Yuri interrupts saying, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, Yuri says, very trying to stand up for herself. Which I haven't yet. Natsuki says. And Silver liked my poem too, you know. I did? I don't remember. He even told me he was impressed. Oh, I did say that. Okay. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm just kind of reading. I'm just kind of trying to figure things out here. Natsuki said, oh, okay, hold on. Let me save here. There you go. Natsuki stands up. Suddenly stands up. Oh, Natsuki says. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Yuri says. That's not what Yuri says. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Silver appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours, Natsuki, Yuri says. Huh? Natsuki says. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Natsuki says to Yuri. Are you that full of yourself? Natsuki says to Yuri. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy, Yuri tells Natsuki about her poem. Ooh. Natsuki very mad. Sayori is interfering, popping up. Is everyone okay? Sayori says. Well, you know what? Natsuki says. I was the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as I started. Silver started to show up. That's me. I'm Silver. Hello. How's it going? Natsuki, very, very jumpy and embarrassed after what Natsuki says. Natsuki, Yuri says. Monica, Natsuki, that's a little... Nats and Yuri. This doesn't involve you. Yuri says, I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Yuri calls out my name. She says she's just trying to make her look bad. Natsuki says that's not true. She started it. And if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place, Natsuki says. What's the point of making your poem all convoluted for no reason? She says. The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out, Natsuki says. Help me explain that to her. Now Natsuki wants me to help explain that to her. Wait, Yuri says. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, Yuri says. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, Yuri says. Avoiding them is not only necessary, limiting yourself is also a waste, Yuri says. You understand that, right? Me? Silver? Oh, that's me, right. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... So this is the Natsuki. The girls are fighting. Yes, they are fighting. Since I... Oh, let me actually save. So, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm thinking that probably next time I could probably start working on Yuri and then Shiori, but for right now, I'm going to have to go with Natsuki. No matter how much I don't want to go with Natsuki, to be honest, but I gotta stick with the Natsuki route for the time being. So, you know, I thought the music would have been more fast-paced. It sounded very like it was going along with the beats, like very slow for some reason. It felt very slow to me, the beat. I don't know why. It just kind of made me feel that way. Okay, so I'm talking. All right. Yuri, you're really talented. Yuri is very embarrassed from me saying that to her. But Natsuki has a point. I say it so begrudgingly. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. Yeah, what do I say about this? Like, I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination takes over. And Natsuki poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, Natsuki says. It did, didn't it? She says, very proud. She laughs. Shows how much you know, Natsuki says to Yuri in a very dominant-like way. Yuri, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go for you next stream. I'll go for you next stream. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Natsuki acting surprised. Me? Natsuki says. But she was so mean to me, Natsuki says to me. Natsuki voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a very personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulders. Okay. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki, not mad, but maybe blushing with embarrassment? Natsuki's voice gets caught up in surprise. Thanks for noticing, Natsuki says. She finally mutters that. barely audible. Yuri? Okay, so Yuri's mad at me now. Yuri looks at me. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Yuri. Again, I'll go for you the next tree. I'll take Yuri out. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. Like I promise you'll be the next one I'll go for next route, next stream. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either, okay? Please don't be mad at me. Well, Natsuki, Yuri says. If you say so, she says. Hey, Natsuki shouts at me. It's not like you need to apologize for me, Silver, she tells me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. She's trying to talk. The thing about... She's continuing talking. Guess something got caught. Natsuki glances around the room. Okay. Would everyone stop staring at me? Stare. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki had a hard time with it than she boasted. Siri and Monika looked away. Where are you? She says. Anyways, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? She says to Yuri. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Hey, it's Yuri, you're back. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri, she tells Yuri. It's Yuri? Yuri's embarrassed again, I think. Yuri's gonna go make some tea. Yuri is She was trying to help, but didn't do much. I'm sure she appreciated Yuri. I tell Yuri, I think. Oh, I do pat her on shit. I don't have a pat. I can't move my arms. At some point, I will find something where I can move my arms. So that's a definite gonna happen soon. But for now, my arms are just sticking to myself. Monika pops up. Well, now that we're past that, she says. Everyone's read each other's poem, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially for you. Oh, talking to me, alright. And to be honest, she says, it's nice to change the pace from the lazy around we get a little too used to. She says. She laughs. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining this atmosphere, as Natsuki said before. No, not at all, Monika says, very panicky. There's still time before we can go home, she says. So we all relax for a bit. We all calm. We're all, not getting heated. We're just staying calm. Stay calm. Stay calm. So yeah, Monika says, of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. Sorry. Okay. Alright, I'm back. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing, Monika tells me. After all, that's what the club is for. Shiori disagrees with Monika, surprisingly. About what? Monika questioned. That's not the most important thing about the literature club. Shiori says. The most important thing... ... is having fun, Shiori says very enthusiastically. Monika kind of sort of nervous, but just kind of letting it flow. Of course, she says. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Shiori. Shiori laughs, or ee-hee-hee. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Alright, everyone. What do you want, Monika? Alright, it's time to leave. Thank you. How do you feel about sharing poems? Sayori was saying she was having fun. Yuri saying it was worth it. Natsuki's somewhat okay with it. And how do I feel about it? Oh, yeah, the same. Okay, I didn't have to answer. Thank you. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome, she says. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, Monica says to all of us. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, she tells us. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I say. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Undertale. Sayori calls out my name. Ready to walk home, she tells me. I say to Sayori, sure, let's go. Sayori giggles? Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. That sounded wrong.